Saying YouTube, today we're building our first stereo rig, see how it goes. Fortunately, I had the Plexi go down on me the other day, but that's part of the role with vintage amps. You gotta bring them in all the time, get tuned up. It's love-hate, right? Mostly love, though. So yeah, we're tearing down. We got the Hughes and Kettner power amp. I had to take out the attenuator. We got our cables set up. Got the cab room, the cabin camo, that's what I call it. We're going to try out some Keeley stereo pedals and see what happens. Foremost, I'm getting cab set up. I'm going to put on my Garcia hard truckers. You can handle it, but I still like to put a towel on top. I'm going to go in left and right. There's our power amp of choice for today. Made in Germany, so it's good. I'm not using it for any tonal factor, just for clean full range reproduction or whatever. Spec Ops ready. Always want to have a good headlight. Petzl or some other made in USA brand. Even though Petzl's European, but so let's go. And normally I swear by 14 AWG minimum, but I have this crummy 18 WG or just lying around. Get into the power bar. We're not going to use the isolation transformer today. No need yet. Here's my speaker cables. One of them is an Infinite cable. That's my go-to brand for cables. Infinity, Infinite, whatever it is. They do custom brand. And then I got like an in-house Yorkville. But it's all 14 AWG. Good quality. Same thickness, same length. So it should be okay. Shouldn't affect the electron field too badly. It's like anytime I change or add a new cable, I hit it with some deoxit. Stuff's the best. Keeps it your joints lubricated. You know, I let them dry out, nice and shiny. You always want it. Every time you plug something in, unplug it, get a new cable, anything. Just hit it with some of the stuff. Our mains plugged in. Again, it's just a test. We'll get it rack mounted eventually. Figure something out. Now we're running. These are Tone Tubby Reds. They're Alcone, Alinco 5. So those are top of the line. So they're 8 ohms each. So we're fine here. It's 4 ohm minimum per load. I have this with like a custom switching box in the back. So I can go stereo or I can go mono in 16 ohm, which is perfect for tube amps to get the saturation from the output transformer. Or I can go 4 ohm mono, which is good for solid state amps like this one, or in tube amp where you get a bit of a brighter, bit more shrill tone. I don't personally like it. I'm more of a 16 ohm guy, but you know, you're gonna start telling me I need a tinfoil hat soon. As for effects, for now we're just gonna use the Hydra. It's got the tremolo. It'll be easy to take in that audible information. Or we'll go into the Halo, which is really what I want to try. We're using some mono. I think the mono price studio single core cable is the best guitar cable you can get for the price. This is the best guitar cable I've ever used. It's cheap, single core, which means it's not braided, right? But that means if you bend it, it's done. So it's literally branded as a studio cable. So I would never bring these cables to a gig, but for at home, for your your installs, it's the best, right? It sort of holds its shape, which is not good, but again, for installs, it's perfect because you wrap it up. It's nice. It's single, solid core. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go in mono from the Jerry. That's the next step, but we're just routing up our power amp now. So let's see how that goes. For power today, we're just using EHX adapter. I think it's 200 MA. It's decent. I'm in the middle of a pedal board build. I just upgraded my power supply, so that'll come down the road, but this is just to get a test. So we're powered up. We got the signal path of our back end ready to go. Okay, just realized I gotta go landscape. So now we're gonna take our preamp. We're going with the SMS JG1. We're gonna take the unbalanced out. Again with another mono price. Single core right into the mono in of our true stereo out. So the SMS has a tube buffered unbalanced output. So the manual always suggests keep it at 11 o'clock. So that's what we got. It's tube buffered, so there's no loss in tone whenever you turn it up or turn it down. It's good for fine tuning your power amp. when you want, but that's a different discussion. I'll take a little second here to talk about the power. Normally I have everything isolated, but I'm just dealing with some new power here, and we have no ground issues right now. So the firm in there is decent. Prefer a rack mount. But the main thing here is the brown box here. This is a legit one, but this will be able to drop the voltage. So the house voltage right now is 121, just off the bat. So you're already frying your tubes. I like to go to 117 just to keep things nice. Thanks, LP. But technically, these old Fenders, if you look in the back of your amp, if you have a Fender, it'll say 110 vac on the back. So you could really drop it down to 110 volts, and then that's where you get those, you know, it really helps with the transients and like helps with compression when you're using a Fender amp. People always play them and they're so like transient, they don't like them. It's because, again, you're not getting the natural tube compression, you're at low volume, and you don't have the correct power solution. So I'm in a Plexi. I like to drop it down. I don't go full Eddie Van Halen Brown. I like to keep it reasonable, but I like to get into that sag territory a little earlier. But again, for today, we're going to keep it at 120. We'll maybe go to 117 just for fun. So let's just do it. We'll drop it down to 117. So that's 3% of 120. So it keeps us about 117 volts. That's a cool little thing. I don't get too crazy with it. You can go nuts and really start to impart sonic tonalities on your amp via electricity. All right, let's power up, and we'll let that bad boy warm up for at least 15 minutes because I'm a nut. All right, Miles, we got signal. We haven't hit effect yet. Always keep the door shut. You never want to hit your head. So at least you own one. It's okay if you lose it. You guys won't be able to perceive the stereo effect, but thanks for tuning in. I'm going to try and cook up some tones here. Jerry, baby. Peace out.